Good morning, everybody. Today is January the 24th, and tomorrow I am leaving for a 3-day backpacking trip with my school that I'm currently in. My school, we do training in the wilderness and we practice survival skills and all that stuff. So this weekend we're going to be going to Mount Rogers. It's going to be like 6,000 feet above sea level. I might be wrong about that, but what I do know for sure is that it's going to be very, very cold and very, very windy. So I prepared some meals for the trip, and I was so proud of myself for, working so hard. And so I want to show all the food that I prepared. I am keeping my voice down a little bit because it's early in the morning. It's like 8 a.m. right now, so, and everybody in my house is asleep, so I'm gonna show you all the food. Let's do it. So this is all the food that I had prepared. My bed and room is very messy, so we're not gonna focus on that. So I'm going to bring you around and show you everything. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is my goodie bag. This has Pop-Tarts in it, obviously, creamer for coffee, cayenne pepper for seasoning, and then oatmeal for breakfast, and then a Cliff Bar. So that's everything in that bag. Next I have some cookies. By the way, I packed 4 of these bags, and then each of the meals are going to be going towards one person. There's 4 of us in our group. So then I have marshmallows for hot chocolates, granola, and some Life cereal for our oatmeal. I have these electrolyte packets for energy if you need it. I have some tea, hot chocolate, and then instant coffee. Oh, and gum. So dried mangoes, because they're the best thing on heaven and earth. Alright guys, so you can't really see the foods here. I'm going to be playing clips from my iPhone that I recorded while I was making it, but right here we have it's a pasta made with quinoa and brown rice rigatoni, and I added tomato, basil, and garlic sauce. And then I got this chicken sausage from Aldi, and it's Italian seasoned. It's so freaking good. And then for lunch on the first day, I made, it looks like a lot right now, but it's a chicken salad. I added some raisins, celery, onion, and then some mixed berries in it too. And then here I have some brown rice that's going to go with our other meals that I'm going to show you. Oh, and these are the rolls for the chicken salad. Then this bag here is sweet potatoes, peas, onion, but next time I make this I would leave the onion out. I just think it counteracts the sweet flavor that I'm trying to achieve. And carrots are also in there. And then this one is chicken teriyaki with peppers, carrots, and zucchini squash, and then just obviously some teriyaki sauce. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So it looks like it's a lot of food, and that's because it is. I stepped on the scale with all of the food, and all together the meals alone are about 15.5 pounds, and the snacks alone are about 15.5 pounds. So that's about 31 pounds. And oh my gosh, That's so much. Plus, like, my pack, like, when I originally packed my pack, I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. It's gonna be fine. And then I made all this food and I was like, okay, hiking out there is gonna be not that fun. But I'm gonna strategically eat a lot of the things that are most heaviest the first day. That way my pack only gets like progressively lighter. But anyway, that's it for this video. I thought it would just be like a fun video to film. I'm gonna try to have this up tonight because I leave tomorrow for a trip, but if I don't have it up, I'm probably just gonna continue this as a vlog of what we did while we were in the mountains. I'm not gonna have any footage of like us actually being in the mountains, but I will tell you guys like all of my experience of like how it went. Did I get hypothermia? Did my toes have to get cut off? Did I die? Did I make it? These are some concerns of mine that I'm having going into this. But I honestly think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be an adventure for sure. It's gonna be a total team building experience, and I'm really excited for it. And yeah. I'm the worst at like closing out a video, so I'm just gonna go now. And if you want to see more videos from me, then please subscribe. Okay? Bye, guys. Hello! I finally have the house to myself, and it feels awesome. The last time you saw me, I was packing up, getting ready to go on a 4-day hiking trip. I think in my last video I said a 3-day. We left Friday morning, got there around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and then Reagan, come on dude. My mom just left, and whenever everybody leaves, the dog has anxiety and he has to bark. Shush. Shh. But yeah, so we left Friday. We camped there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, woke up Monday and hiked out on Monday, and it was the most victorious feeling leaving the cold on Monday. I am from New Jersey originally. I moved to North Carolina a few years ago, and let me just say, you do not adapt to the cold. Like, I thought I'd be used to the cold. No, like I've hated the cold my entire life. I would never want to move somewhere where it's cold ever again. And this is why I don't feel good. Because even when there's nobody around distracting me, my dog feels like he has to bark again. But anyway, so in my last video, I said that I was going to share with you guys how the trip went. And let me just say, I didn't die, but I wouldn't want to do it again. Okay, this is ridiculous. I didn't die, but I was this close to tapping out of the trip. So the first day, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. With the layers and everything, you stay pretty warm. You feel prepared, you feel ready to take on the day, to conquer, and I felt ready. After the sunset, however, that's when the temperature dropped and my little toes could not handle it. They became so frozen that I was trying to wiggle my toes to like keep movement in them and keep them sort of warm until I could get to my sleeping bag. And I was trying to stand outside to heat up my Nalgene bottles, and my feet got to the point of frozen where I could not even wiggle them anymore. They felt like literal ice blocks. And that night I went to my sleeping bag and I was like crying in my sleeping bag, and my friend who was sitting next to me, oh my gosh, she could tell that I was crying because I was like sniffling super hard, and she was like, I don't think Gabby normally sniffles this much. And yeah, she checked on me, and that sweet girl massaged my feet for a freaking hour.
or something like that, and like she made sure that I was comfortable before we went to bed, and that meant so much to me that she did that. I don't think I would have survived if she didn't do that. I mean, I probably would have, because I would have thought out in a more painful way, but the fact that she made sure I was comfortable, it meant so much to me. So thank you if you're watching this. Yeah, and then the day after that, it was pretty fun. We hiked, we went to a shelter. Again, it was super cold. I think the first night it was like -12 or something, and then the second night it was like -4 or something, but it was still so cold. And then the last night I think it was like 14 degrees or something, so it was above the negative, but it was still super, super chilly. And by the last day, your muscles are aching, everything is sore from carrying your packs, and you're just ready to go home. That Monday when I woke up, I felt victorious. I just felt so happy that I was gonna be getting up, getting packed up, and leaving till our next hiking trip. And it was such an awesome feeling knowing that I wasn't gonna have to spend another night in a cold tent in my sleeping bag shivering. I was gonna be home by that night in a warm bed, thanking God for everything that I have. So you guys might be wondering, why are you going through this? Why are you literally paying for this? Why are you going through this training? Is it really necessary? For me, I feel like it is. I feel like it's something that God has definitely, I want to say called me to do, but it's definitely a desire that I feel is being fulfilled by God, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I hate like preaching or whatever because I'm not that wise, but I feel like God has me where he wants me, and that's, you know, a good feeling. And so the purpose of this specific trip, why we went to Mount Rogers in -20-degree weather. By the way, this weekend it's going to be like -33 degrees, and I'm so grateful that we went last weekend and not this coming weekend. But you know, besides freezing to death, it was a really amazing trip. The views were absolutely phenomenal. It felt like we were walking through Narnia the entire time because it was like snowy and icy and beautiful. There were ponies, which were just like, honestly, the ponies were one of my biggest highlights. The ponies come right next to the fire. Those two made the trip amazing. But anywho, the purpose of this trip is really to just build resilience in us, to make us stronger than we were before. I can definitely say that I am stronger than I was before, that I know at the end of a cold, dark, endless, painful night, the sun will rise in the morning. And I feel like that's such a good lesson to learn, just to have, you know. We sometimes get into our own heads and we let depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, you know, darkness creep in and get into our thoughts, and we get blinded by the tunnel. If we just, you know, hold on a little bit, we'll make it. And that's kind of like what I learned, what I took away from it. I might be totally off. Again, I don't like to preach, but yeah, I feel like it was amazing. If you like to hike in the wintertime, where's your favorite place to go? Would like to hike more in the wintertime, but not in the negatives. So yes. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in my next video.